Well, we know we got that little burst of spring-like weather over the weekend, and maybe it had you outside, taking a lap around the house, thinking, maybe this could be a little different, this could be a little more beautiful. And we've got the folks that can make all of those landscaping dreams come true. We've got Ritchie Thurman, owner and president of AC Plant and Turf, joining us on the CoastLife couch today. And Ritchie, I think for you, this is a passion that, where did this sort of start?
Oh, wow. Yeah, I would say I've always been an outside kid, like growing up. When I went to college, my degree was in marketing, and got out, worked at an ad agency, and realized I do not like being inside. So moved back. I'm originally from the Eastern Shore. Went away for college, stayed away for just a little bit, then came back here, worked at a local tree care company, really enjoyed that. But really I had a heart for like just plant care in general, not so much like the trimming and removal side, but just the health of plants in general. So really kind of focused on that when we started this company, and just enjoy being outside, even to this point where we have a staff that does everything. I still just enjoy being part of it. Yeah, just want to get out and do that part.
Getting in the mix.
And and my younger brother works with me in the same thing. So yes, we both kind of went opposite careers. He's business management, and both decided, hey, we really enjoy being outside, and so we picked to do this. Like, this is a career choice and something that we've genuinely enjoyed and just love doing every day.
You know, Leah was talking about it. The weather's starting to turn. People are starting to think about their yards a little bit more. Somebody that maybe needs a little help from you guys, you know, when should they start to get a hold of you? What should they be coming to you for as they look at what's going on outdoors and see what might, need a little touch up or might need some help?
Right. Yeah, it's a brutal winter.
Yeah.
And we're all happy, and it feels like spring's here on Saturday, and then today it's a little cooler, but the big thing is we're at that point. Like, everything that you are starting now, turf is starting up, so we have a turf side. So that is definitely first thing that people are focusing on right now. People always ask about seeding this time of year. Ideally, you want to do that in the fall. The prime thing right now is keeping the weeds out for the year. So getting control of those winter weeds that are in your yard, getting a game plan for the year, putting down your pre-emergent. So that's important on the turf side. Plant care side, it seems it's always evolving. So especially here on the Eastern Shore, always new pest issues, always need new disease issues. And when we have these super cold winters, you're like, oh, well, that knocked down a lot of the pest and disease issues. We're finding that we're seeing a lot of pest and disease issues that we wouldn't normally see till April, all of a sudden popping up really aggressively in March. And so already, especially our scales and things like that, we're already seeing major problems with, plus a ton of winter damage. So your plants are already beat up from the winter. Proper care of them now, they'll bounce back really quick. And so that's the two big things that we're focused on now, just making sure your plants are kind of recovering from that brutal winter, and also just making sure your lawn is getting those little touches so it looks really good when it starts to warm up.
If you've got a yard that has maybe some of these pest disease issues, what can be done about that? How does somebody go about trying to rectify that situation so it doesn't ruin what's going on in the yard?
I think the big thing is that, just like myself, like our staff is all people who chose this industry, right? So we have arborists, agronomists, people that can come out, take a look at your property and say, not just, oh, well, we're going to treat this one problem, but here's the potential of your property. Here's the things that are going really well. Here's the problems that you have. What is your goal and desire, right? Because we all have different things that we want to obtain. Some of it, we just want to keep our crepe myrtle looking nice, right? Other people, super particular about their yard.
Sure.
So it really comes down to like what your personal preference is. And the big thing is that unlike these big national companies that are kind of just, here's your box that you have to operate in, we are a true diagnose and treat company. So we go out, we look at your plants, and we customize a program that specifically fit the needs of your landscape, but also like your personality. And so that's one of the things I think our clients love about us the most is we can go as extreme as you need us to, right? And so we have a lot of clients that don't live here full time and go, hey, when I show up, I want everything to look perfect. And we have other people that go, I just want it to stay nice. We don't need to go crazy with it, but I want to make sure my plants look healthy, and I don't want to. What people have found is spend a little bit of money with us, it saves from spending those big costs in removal and replacements.
Which is a huge deal.
Yes,
absolutely.
plants are outrageous now.
Well, and I imagine too, all of those things that you said that clients love about you guys, that's one of the advantages to being a family owned and operated business right here, that, you kind of get to do that individualized care for each property owner, and it's not sort of a one size fits all treatment, and you've got experts in every field with you so they can kind of help treat and diagnose these issues. Do you find that to be the case?
Yeah, I think just, as this area has grown, some of the companies, especially like when I was getting out of college, I really looked up to, you know, a lot of them have, you know, they've retired and national companies have bought them up. And you're starting to see that it's, you know, where's, you know, we all live here, right? You know, we were talking, I live in Lewis, and,
Yep,
you know, if
yep.
you go through our staff, you know, everybody from Milton all the way down to Selbyville, where our staff lives, and their kids go to school and spend money here.
They're your neighbors.
Right, and so we understand the communities and we understand what is needed compared to kind of companies that have just bought up other local companies and moved in this area, where it's more, here's a segmented thing, your name on a spreadsheet, and we operate that way. So I think that us to be able to customize things better is because we live here, we grew up here, we know what to look for.
So I have to ask you this. You live here, you grew up here, you care about the plants. Is it a little bit like with a chef who maybe doesn't cook the big meal at home when they go home? What's your yard like? How crazy do you go in your yard?
I am a little nutty about my yard. It is, it's always usually pretty
You
good
got a lot,
shape.
tip-top
lot
shape.
going on.
Yes, it's. I have a lot going on. People come to our property and are like, "This is a lot."
Well, you know, it's good to know that.
I love it.
If your standard is high, then
right.
it's fine when you've got people
But
that are like, no, it needs to be this.
Yes, and my staff knows they do a really good job taking care of it, and I enjoy piddling. So it's still one of those things where, for me, when I started doing this and had kids and I was super stressed and at my old job, and I would come home, I would just come home and just get out a set of hand pruners and for 15 minutes just kind of prune around the property, and that was me decompressing to go in the house and have, you know, so I genuinely just enjoy plant
it.
care. So
A nice little meditative moment.
it is,
You know?
and I don't think I've really gotten away from that at all. Like, still just enjoy plants, and
That's awesome.
yeah, so.
Yeah, you know, when you love what you do, as they say.
Yes.
So if folks are ready to give you guys at AC Plant and Turf a call, you know, like you said, now is the time to kind of start making some of those moves for the spring, summer season. What is the best way for them to get a hold of you guys?
You can go through our website, always reach out to us. We are very active on our Facebook page, and you can call us on our phone number. We actually answer the phone.
Nice.
That's a big one.
always
here.
a big
That's
one.
Good to
county,
hear.
you know? Answer the phone, set appointments, show up on time. So yeah, there's a plethora of ways you can get a hold of us.
Fantastic. Well, Ritchie Thurman with AC Plant and Turf, thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for, you know, getting everybody's properties prepped for that spring and summer season that's coming our way.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. Coming up on CoastLife, though, you know, you get several notifications to your phone. How badly are they distracting you? We'll discuss when we get back.